Hi everyone! So for today's video, we are going to unbox my June Boxycharm. So if you want to see what I got in my Boxycharm and if you want to see how I achieved this look, you can just keep on watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I put up new videos 3 times a week, so subscribe so that you don't miss any of my content. And that's it, so let's get started with the box. Alright, so we are going to be starting now. I am so excited for this month's box because there's a lot of things in there that I'm really going to get a lot of usage out of. As per usual, I already checked out all of these items so that I can use them for you guys today. So it's also going to be a first impression. So I'm going to be starting by using this little thing right here. Now this, when I saw the price, I was shocked. This is a value of $132, this little thing. And I was so stoked to see this because, as you know, I've been doing a lot of makeup. My eyes are extremely dry at the moment, so I really am looking for a good eye cream. So this is a intensive eye care. It's nourishing, it's going to help hydration, it's good for sensitive skin, and it's going to probably pay my bills. So I'm going to try this out. This is kind of going to be a primer for my eyes. I always like to use a eye cream before doing my makeup just to be sure that I have a good layer of hydration. And I didn't even say what brand this is. So this is the QMS brand. I never heard of this brand before. So QMS Medi Cosmetics, and this is the eye cream for day and night. So I'm going to pop some on the eyelids. Doesn't really smell like much, but I'm so excited because I've been looking for a good eye cream for such a long time. So I'm just going to pop this under my eye, and I'm going to take what's left and bring it on the brow bone. Now, so far, I really love the texture because it's not really oily or it's not really too rich. I can feel it on my eyes, but it's really well absorbed by the skin, so I don't think it's going to have like any effect on my concealer or my foundation because it did really well absorbed. And this is freaking $132, so I really expect great things from this. Next, we are going to jump into the Touch in Sol Glass Skin Primer. So this is the Pretty Filter Glassy Skin Balm. It's a ultra hydrating priming balm that's going to melt into your skin and create ultimate glow. So this is a value of $32. That's expensive. It looks like this. I really don't know how you open this. So it looks like this right here. Okay, it smells clean. It doesn't really have any perfume and it looks really thick. I was thinking that it would have like a shimmer in it because it is a illuminating primer. So I thought there was probably going to be like something to give shimmer to the skin. Okay, so I'm just going to take a tiny little bit. I'm kind of scared to put this on my skin because, as you probably already know, I have extremely sensitive skin and acne prone skin. So usually I don't really like to put too much creams or like unknown product on my skin. You gotta try something out before having an opinion on it. So maybe this is going to change my life. Who knows? So I'm just putting this all over my face. It feels really hydrating. It feels really thick. Like it's not a gel texture. It's like a rich cream. I kind of like that, but I'm scared that I might get breakouts because whenever I use like lotions or primers that are really thick and really rich, they often make my skin break out. So I'm kind of curious to see what this is going to do to my skin. So you can use this actually underneath your makeup. You can even apply 2 to 3 layers to have an even longer lasting wear. So I'm not going to do that just because I don't want to put too much on my skin. So that's pretty nice. I'm going to put this aside. I really love the packaging. I feel like it's a little bit wasteful though because there's a lot of plastic on this, but yes. So next, I'm going to start and work on my eyeshadow. So we received the Shared Planet Tiger Collection eyeshadow palette. Now, I never heard of this brand before, but I'm really intrigued because this is a brand that donates a percentage of proceeds to animal-related charities across the world. So that's really nice. And this palette retails for freaking $48. So again, quite pricey. I will have to say this palette feels really heavy. It feels really luxe. I feel like it's not extremely expensive. You do have more expensive palettes. And when you open it, you have a really nice selection of neutral shades. You have a mix of mattes and shimmers. And what I really appreciate of this palette is that you actually have a black. So this could be a really nice everyday palette. You have pinks, you have golds. So you really have a lot of looks you could do with this kind of palette. Now I'm going to do my eyeshadow next. So to prime today, just because I want to give a fair shot to this palette, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, just because I know how this primer works, and I feel like this is kind of a foolproof primer, so I don't really think that this primer is going to mess like with the eyeshadows. So I'm just going to apply a little bit on both my lids, and as always I applied way too much primer, of course. And to begin, I'm going to be grabbing the shade called Siberian, so I'm just going to put this on my big fluffy brush. I'm using a JH38 brush, and I'm just going to use this to set the primer in place so that everything is going to blend quite nicely on top. Okay, I really don't know what's going on, but the Urban Decay primer is making the eyeshadow look extremely dry. So I think I'm going to prime with my MAC Pro Longwear concealer instead. So I'm just going to remove this real quick. Alright, so instead I'm going to be priming with my MAC Pro Longwear concealer, just because I felt like that primer really did not make that eyeshadow justice. It really made it look extremely dry and patchy. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of this MAC Pro Longwear concealer. I hope this is going to be better. I'm going to take that same Siberian shade and just set that concealer in place. And next, I'm going to take a smaller blending brush. I'm going to be grabbing the JH32 brush, which is a little bit more of a small blending brush. And I think I'm going to jump into the shade called Whiskers, which is a deeper transition shade. And I'm going to blend this in my crease. Okay, so right now everything is extremely patchy. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm just going to try and blend those edges. Okay, this is extremely patchy. I don't know if you can see this, but it's like grabbing on certain areas. I'm going to remove it and try and prime again. I was so excited for this palette. I don't know if it's like the primer or what's going on. Usually my Urban Decay primer does not do this kind of thing to me, so I really don't know where the problem is. Because those shadows look really nice, so I'm kind of bummed. But I'm going to try again just to see if I can make those shadows work. I'm going to prime again using my MAC Pro Longwear concealer, because I know that this works as a primer. I've used this so many times, so if I use it again and it's not going to work again, then I'll know it's going to be the shadows. And this time around, I'm not going to go into the shade Siberian. I'm directly going to use the shade called Whiskers, and I'm going to use this as a transition shade right away. This is not working out. Oh my goodness, I'm really disappointed, because I was looking forward to trying new like eyeshadow formulas, but this is just like not like, you see how like on certain areas it's deeper than others. I really do not get it. I don't freaking get it. So let me just try and blend this a little bit more. I'm going to try and swatch it. Yeah, even swatching it, like as you can see, like it looks more patchy, and it's a really dry formula. This is awful. Look how deep this shade turned out. Like this is a soft brown. I'm going to be using a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to be using the shade called Claude, which is a little bit more of a warm tone brown. I'm going to try and see if this shade is a little bit less patchy, and maybe it can save my look. Like I used two different primers. What else can I do? Let me show you. This is the shade I used in my crease. This is a freaking dark brown. It doesn't look like this shade right now. Am I crazy? I don't get it. Now everything is turning into poo-poo brown. So right now I'm kind of making it work. I'm just taking my time building everything up. I'm going to take the shade Predator, which is a very deep brown shade, and I'm going to put this closely to my lash line. This is probably going to turn into a black. See how this is crazy? Like the eyeshadow I used is Claude and Whiskers, which are like normal brown shades, like these two shades right here. And when I'm going in with the shade Predator and I'm trying to pack this on my lash line, it's the same color. I don't get it. I don't understand. If you want to have a patchy, smoky look, then look no further. This is the palette for you. I'm pretty much done. Just to try out, I'm going to take the shade called Tiger Eye, which is a golden shade. And I'm going to put this like on the lid just to see how this goes. Okay, the shimmers are pretty. They feel extremely dry though, but they do have a lot of pigment. Like this shimmer just covered all the brown shit I had on my eye, so that's pretty good. All right, so I am back. As you can see, I decided just to use shimmers because the mattes are just freaking not working out. I'm going to take a JH33 brush and I'm going to take the shade called Paw Print, which is a really nice shimmery pink shade, and I'm just going to start and pack this on my lid. Like, I will have to say, I really like the shimmers from the palette, but not the mattes. And I'm also going to take the shimmer and place it in my crease. I'm really putting this shade all over my lid. The shimmers in this palette are really pretty, but they don't have a lot of like payoff. They're not really like intense, and they don't have a lot of reflection, so I would say like the mattes aren't good, the shimmers aren't really bright, so I will say maybe pass on this palette. But anyways, next I'm going to take the shade called Roar, and I'm going to take this on my finger and pack this in the center. So it's a really simple eye look, but I really need to move on. So I'm just going to do my complexion off camera and I'll be right back to show you the two last products. All right, so I am almost done. I need to hurry up because the sun is going down. But I just wanted to add a little bit of eyeliner just to make this look a little bit more interesting. I also put on my brows, did my complexion. I'm going to list all the products I used in the description box below. But next we are doing some highlighter. Now, when I saw this, I was so excited, you don't even know. So I received the Diamond Glow Powder from Artist Couture. I never ever tried this brand before, and I heard such great things about this brand. So I'm so excited to try this out. So this is a highlighter. So this is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder. It's a value of $27. You can use this as a very natural highlight, or you can also build this up. So it's designed for all skin tones and skin types. So that's pretty nice. So I'm super excited to try this. You don't even know, I don't know why, but whenever I received highlights, I'm so happy and like giggly, I don't know why. So I'm going to open this up. Ooh, and we have a nice like kind of sifter kind of thing. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on a highlight brush and let's highlight. So I'm going to put some on the very high points. Holy crap, now this, ooh, that's intense. I'm just going to dab a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm going to try and blend this out. This is so pretty. I'm so excited. This is so pretty. Oh my god. So this gives the most like natural glow. It doesn't really have a lot of glitters in it, so I really like it. It gives a very nice sheen to the cheeks. I'm so happy. Let's see if I can build this up like they said. Okay, so you can definitely build this up. This is looking so pretty. I'm obsessed. Okay, I'm going to non-stop wear this all the time. This is so pretty. Oh, and the sun is coming back. Great. Ooh, look how pretty this is as a inner corner highlight. I am obsessed. I'm also going to put some on the brow bone. I feel like this highlight could have been freaking perfect for my glass makeup tutorial yesterday. This is so pretty. Ooh, this is so pretty. I'm going to add more. Okay, I need to stop, so let me close this little sifter. So this is definitely a hit. I am obsessed. I'm going to use this so often, and look how like sleek and high-end this packaging looks. Next we are going to do our lip, and for the lips we actually received lip liners. Now these, I didn't open this yet. I'm just curious to know. I don't know if there's 3 or 1. Ooh, there's actually 3 liners. So you have 3 lip liners in here. This is the company called Beauty Vault. I never heard of this brand before. These look like very deep shades. I'm going to swatch them. Ooh. So this one is a really pretty deep brown shade. I feel like I'm going to have a lot of usage out of this. So here we have the first shade. This is the shade called Cozy Kira? Yeah, Cozy Kira. Next we have the shade Narinat. Come on. This is so satisfying, that little pop. So this is a really true red. Ooh, now this is pretty. It's almost kind of a brick red, but a little bit more nude. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go with this one today. I'm actually going to put this all over my lips. I'm going to use this kind of as a lipstick. This is so satisfying. I'm going to want to use these lip liners every time just because of the sound. Very nice marketing techniques there. And I'm just going to line my lips. And I think we're pretty much done with this look. Now I'm going to sum everything up. I really love this month's box, and it would have been perfect if the eyeshadows from the Shared Planet palette would blend. Now you saw I had a lot of trouble trying to blend these shadows. So this I'm probably going to give to someone, or I don't even think I'm going to gift it to someone because it just doesn't work. I don't want to give this to someone if I didn't like it and it didn't really work. Next, well, the eye cream and the primer, I didn't really see any difference. Like my skin isn't really more radiant when using this primer. I really feel like it did allow the concealer and foundation and everything to blend nicely and to be a lot more creamy and smooth on the skin. So I'm going to keep on using this just to see if I like it. Next, this, I don't know if Boxycharm like read my mind, but my eyes are so dry and so irritated at the moment. So I'm really excited to try this more often, and it's a value of $138, I think, so that's crazy. But yeah, I'm really excited to try this more often. Next we have the highlight. Well, you probably saw from my reaction, this is amazing. Look how pretty this is. This gave such a nice shine, so it's really going to give a very nice shine to the skin from within. Again, the sun is going and coming away, I'm really sorry. And lastly, we have the lip liners. Now the lip liners I am probably going to wear very often. They applied really creamy. I love the shades, and the more I'm wearing them, the more they sit on my lips. I feel them going a little bit more matte, so I feel like it's really going to be long lasting. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. If you want to see more of my opinion on the Boxycharm, and if you want to see the Boxycharm unboxing from my channel, you can leave a comment down below. I would be happy to continue. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I put up new videos 3 times a week, so subscribe so that you don't miss any of my content. And that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.